Here we are in Tofield, Alberta. This is a town established by a medical doctor, Dr. Tofield. It's more kind of known for agriculture.
The Promenade is actually like our biggest event that we have every year.
And this has really worked. It's brought happiness and joy to seniors around town.
If you're wondering, what's with the birds on the sign? Well, it has to do with the migratory path of the birds. They go through this area, and actually one of the big events that they're known for here in Tofield is the Snow Goose Festival. It happens in the spring. In the summer, however, people are coming to this town to experience Western days, some rodeo events, bull riding, and all the other types of rodeo events here in Tofield this weekend.
I'm Drew, and I'm a documentary filmmaker with a goal of visiting 25 towns in 2025. To get out and really explore the province and uncover the little gems, the small towns that are the heart of the province. Tofield is a town just east of Edmonton. Because of that, you might think it's just a commuter town. And you'd be right, but coming back here, I found it to be so much more. I actually lived here when I was a kid, so coming back for Western Days weekend felt surreal. It felt really cool. Sometimes in bigger city centers, we lose that connection. But here, it just had that feel of everybody coming together. It had this real, authentic, small town vibe where the whole town shows up. I came out Thursday night to kick things off with the Smalltown Rodeo and bull riding. And right away, you could feel the energy.
There's nothing better than the small town bull ride. Everyone understands the sport. They get behind it. A lot of local cowboys, so they're here rooting for everyone, and just an all-around good time.
My dad rode bulls, my cousin rides bulls, he rode tonight. So it's kind of just been in the family ever since I've started. You just gotta have it in your blood, just you gotta want it. It's definitely not a sport you can't candy ass it, because you can get killed at any moment. So you gotta want it and have to be dedicated to it every time you get on.
Come out for the champ 3 times, Aaron Roy.
So of course you have the bull riding champion. But talking to an up-and-comer like Levi helps you appreciate what it takes to get there. For him, it's just been in the family. And it gets me thinking he must have started at a young age, just like these boys I saw helping out behind the scenes on the shoots. This is how passion for a sport is born.
Yeah, I saw you helping in the shoot.
Yep.
Like, what was your job?
Just to grab the gates. When they're getting up, we would be on the other chute and we would catch the gate.
That's pretty important in your job.
Yeah.
Watching these boys run the shoots, it just pulled me in. I was about the same age when I lived here, and seeing them run around without boundaries, the world being their playground, it just drew me back to my roots.
This is Tofield School. I remember playing on this playground as a kid. I was in grade 4 at the time. That was fun.
Friday night, they were getting ready for a street Promenade. And I was a little worried how well that would go, considering it was downpouring when we got there. So we headed into the local diner, Tilly's, for something to eat.
So we just finished our soup, and seriously, Caleb here is like a soup connoisseur. He's like has soup all the time. What'd you say about the soup?
You know, I don't really like clam chowder usually, but this was actually pretty good stuff. I'd say it's like 4 out of 5 stars, to be honest. Yeah.
The crinkled cut fries. And that burger looks pretty scrumptious. It's like a mushroom burger. Love it.
Well, after our delicious burgers, it was still raining, so we hopped over to the museum to check that out. I always like discovering the history of an area like this, and you can imagine how excited I was to see some high school yearbooks. So I had to check them out and see if there was anyone I recognized. And of course, there was.
You can grab a Tofield DVD for free. So I'm gonna grab a DVD on Tofield.
Now, when you hear Promenade, you might think, oh, that's cute. A nice little stroll down Main Street and maybe a little market. Nope. This was way bigger, and it feels like the whole town shows up for it. They shut down all of Main Street with markets, bouncy stations, and it's incredibly family friendly.
So this is a good example of all the things that are going on. I mean, and the businesses that have shown up. So right here we have Moonshine Cafe, and over by where we parked at Chili's, which we ate at earlier, they're doing pizza. So it's like all the restaurants are coming out. You can come. There's food trucks too, but you can come and grab a bite to eat.
What's really great about this is it's free for the kids. So we've had enough sponsorship to cover volunteers. We don't have to pay for anything. So the whole evening event is free for the kids to partake, which has been a huge hit. It kind of brings the community together, and it's just been awesome to see this flourish like this.
The thing that I love most about Tofield is that it's such a small community and everybody knows everybody, and there's a lot of support here. It's an amazing place to be, and it's a great place to raise your kids. You couldn't get me to move from here.
That's Christina. She's the owner of the Sour Moose Candy Store in town. We stopped in, and I gotta say, it was awesome. So many choices, and some nostalgic ones that brought me back to my childhood, of course.
Caleb and I decided we each get a candy and a drink, because they have some pretty cool things.
So Nerds Gummy Clusters. Taste test. Solid 9 out of 10.
Christina moved to Tofield and became an entrepreneur, so now she's an integral part of this community. And it's the community that keeps her here.
If anybody is having an issue, like, for example, in the wintertime our roads get a little icy, if you hit the ditch, you just post on our community page and someone will be there within 10 minutes to help pull you out.
And a key part of this community is the Seniors Club. It's something that tends to struggle in small towns like this, but not in Tofield. They've had their challenges. In fact, their club was really suffering.
A senior center 2.5 years ago that was coming out of COVID, and it dropped their membership down to 8 people. And the town was going to repurpose the building.
What changed? Volunteers with a lot of heart and a big idea.
We bought a vehicle out of China that is a soapbox for us. It's an antique vehicle, a Model T Ford, but this is a 2024 EV. We brought it here to get the seniors out of their homes and to dare get out of their homes after COVID. And this has really worked. It's brought happiness and joy to seniors around town. In 2.5 years, we've been able to purchase the building, the land, and put $250,000 in the bank and we're putting an addition onto the building.
so there we go.
The beauty of picking up seniors, especially the ladies, they'll sit in the back seat, and instead of, they're like this because they feel like they're royalty. They feel that special and that privileged. And that's what's bringing the joy and happiness to our town. It's wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But at the same time though, like, these guys all help me, like I said too, right? They check in on me like every week. Well, just come and see if you're okay.
Before heading into Saturday, well, I stayed at Baraway Farms, just east of Fort Saskatchewan. I got to stay right on the farm in their guest house Airbnb. A wonderful country-style home. I mean, it was the perfect getaway from the city. My host, Jacqueline, invited us to an incredible long-table dinner. Food was provided by an amazing chef from St. Albert. And Jacqueline even gave me a tour of the venue. I mean, it would be the perfect spot for a wedding. This was the event I didn't even know I needed. It just grounded me as I chatted with the other guests and found myself relaxing as the sun set. The ultimate farm-to-table experience. Quick shout out to our media sponsor. Listen for the Backroads Alberta Minute on New Country Radio for updates on my adventures and ideas of things to do in small towns around the province. Saturday morning started with a pancake breakfast, and I mean, it was gourmet. Honestly, the best one I'd had all summer. 10 out of 10. My stepson Caleb had a different take though for some reason, so we had a big disagreement over that.
What was your rating?
1 out of 10.
How is that even possible, 1 out of 10?
Now that I've tried everything on my plate, I will drop my rating down a little bit because the potatoes were a little overcooked. But I mean, the variety, like the offering here was solid.
The eggs were cold.
So, hey, we were late. So like the fact it doesn't have juice, we're doing this 5 minutes to the ending. So that's part of the problem here. So anyways, I'm gonna say my rating's dropping down to 8.5 out of 10.
So,
and you're still standing?
I'm standing at
oh my goodness.
1 out of 10.
But because he didn't try everything, I can't take his full, like his.
Yes, you can.
His can't be the full share.
Drew.
I guess it just comes down to opinion. Teenagers. After breakfast, we hit the rodeo market and joined the crowd for some more cool rodeo fun under the sun.
Well, Sunday today, I went to church, and the significance of that is that this is the community that I grew up, in. This chapel, actually, I was there at the groundbreaking, like when this was like almost 40 years ago. It's communities like this that shape us, like for me, I became who I am because of small town values and the people that I met in communities like a church community, school, like there's youth clubs and things that shape us as individuals. Appreciate it. I really love it.
I like it. I like Tofield, you know. It's got everything I need. Good little community. Got a good bull riding.
I get to grow up and have friends and just get to live life and the right life, not be stuck in a city.
But I think it's just the sense of community and people, the warmth of this community is a big attraction, I find, and people are just awesome here. So easy to be a part of.
It makes me think, how many of us have some tie back to small towns, whether we grew up there, or grandparents did, or parents, whichever. A lot of us have those roots back to these small towns, which is really a big reason why I'm doing this docuseries, helping us remember this part of us. It's an experience that only comes in rural Alberta. On my way home from Tofield, I stopped off at Farintosh, a small community in Camrose County. It's pretty pleasant. And later, I went back to this area for a Day of the Dead taco fiesta in Edinburgh. It's the smallest gathering I attended so far on my journey, but it actually had a big impact on me. Check it out on my next episode of Backroads Alberta.